I bought my first Airbnb in March of 2022 for $525,000 in the Florida Keys. It is now June 2022, and I want to give you an update and kind of a reality check of what it entails of owning your very own Airbnb property, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So the first thing I want to discuss is your first Airbnb 9 out of 10 times is not going to perform exactly how you want it to right out of the gate. So if you find a property in a sick location and you think it's going to be a super hot deal, just expect in the first week, 2 weeks, month, 2 months, that it's gonna start off pretty slow. Like, we underwrote this deal pretty aggressively, thinking we were gonna get $600 a night and it was gonna get booked in the first week, back to back to back, and that just wasn't the case. And I know on TikTok, you see a lot of people talking about their Airbnbs and how they changed their life. This is a reality check of what actually happened to me and my business partner. Our property is located in Marathon, Florida, which is a super hot area down in South Florida in the Florida Keys. And my partner and I were expecting it to get booked like back to back to back, because that's how you see every other Airbnb in the area. It's booked up every single night. The nightly rates are super expensive. So that's what we were expecting in like the first couple weeks. And in all reality, that didn't happen by any means. So really quick, I'm just gonna do a quick screen share and show you our actual calendar and what it's actually booked up a few months later. So this is the Airbnb app. We're gonna come over to our calendar and we're gonna show you what it actually looks like. So you can see going back, I guess it doesn't let you go back a certain amount. So you can see in May, we only had it rented for about a week. Now come June, we actually had it rented for about a week on another platform. And we do have July booked almost half the month, and we have some stuff in August as well. So it's starting to catch traction now, but many, many months later, it didn't start off super hot like we thought. Now, the second thing I want you to be aware of is there's highs and low seasons in vacation rentals. So in South Florida, we're warm all year round, but it's not the same all around the country. We have a hot season towards the holidays like November, December, January. When it gets cold up north, you got the snowbirds moving down south. So that is the hot season. That's when you're getting premium price per nights, and you can charge a lot more than what we're charging now. We did not know that. We expected it to be $400 or $500 year round, which is completely not true. So in the summertime in South Florida, it's much, much slower. So you drastically have to reduce your price per night almost by half or even by a fourth. So while we were thinking we could get $400 or $500 a night during the season, now we're only charging close to $200 per night, which is a drastic difference in our underwriting model and in our numbers. So that's just something to be aware of, is you're gonna have highs and lows throughout the season of the year, because in reality, the vacation rental business is based on seasonality. The third thing I wanna talk about is if you purchase a property and you plan on renovating it, it's going to take a big chunk of money, and it's gonna take a big chunk of time depending on how good your contractor is. So we purchased this property back in early March, and we didn't get it up until running until late April, beginning of May. So that was a whole chunk of money that we missed out on that we actually had to put into the property. We put $30,000 into the property. It was a complete turnaround, absolutely beautiful and worth it, but it took a lot more money and it took a lot more time than we initially expected. So if you're planning on renovating your first Airbnb property, just make a note. It's probably gonna take 20% longer and 20% more than you originally budgeted for. Now, the fourth thing I wanna share is a pro tip I actually learned from my buddy, Matt Hayes. He's buying, flipping, wholesaling hundreds of homes per year. And he does a bunch of Airbnbs, and he told me this one important trick. I was like, hey, Matt, we're not getting that many bookings that we expected. What should we do? He showed me a house that he was working on down in Florida that is renting right now for $1,500 a night and has the whole month booked. And I'm like, Matt, how did you do that? He told me that same property that's $1,500 a night right now, he started off at like $200 a night. So the trick was, you gotta be honestly the lowest in your area to start building up reviews, get bookings. That way it can build credibility for your listing. So we were trying things at $300, $400, $500 a night, and we were getting shit. So we dropped it all the way down to the low 200s, and that's when we started seeing those bookings that I just showed you. They started to roll in. So we're gonna keep the price low for a while until we get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 reviews, and that's when you can start bumping it up, because naturally it will rank higher in Airbnb. So pro tip, you have a new Airbnb, low it, make it the lowest price in the area for a while until you get those reviews. And lastly, one of the most important things that a lot of people miss out on is they don't take advantage of all of the sales channels or booking channels to book your vacation rental. So not only is there Airbnb, which is the most popular one, but there's VRBO and there's booking.com. No, but for real though, booking.com has led to like 3 or 4 bookings already for us, and we didn't even expect that. So it's kind of cool when you have that omni-channel presence across the internet for your vacation vacation rental. And if you want to take it a step further, you can make a social media page, or you can make a direct booking website and run some Google ads and have it rank naturally for your area. So it really helps to not just depend on Airbnb. You can use, like I said, VRBO, Booking.com, and Airbnb and your direct website. All in all, I still think this property over the long term is going to do absolutely phenomenal. This is just the reality of owning an Airbnb for the first few months and kind of expecting the moon and not getting that. So I just wanted to set your expectations. If you're thinking about investing in Airbnb, I still think it's a phenomenal business model, but just expect it to start off slow and then pick up steam as you go. Now, if you haven't purchased your first rental property and you're looking to do so, go watch this video right here. I break it down step by step on how to buy your very first rental property. Like and subscribe for more content like this. See you guys on the next one. Peace.